Right. Good evening once again, people, guys. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening once again. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. One apologize for the bit of a late start. We're just trying to sort out some technical issues here. Anyway, we're live now. Welcome. And yes, we hope you've been blessed so far. This is Ishola and Doris once again coming to you live tonight on this platform, and trusting God that as we engage in this, that your marriages definitely will get better and better in the name of Jesus. Amen. And we just want to bless those who are joining in right now. Andy, bless you. Yeti, bless you. Esther, bless you. Pastor Deolu, bless you. Uche, bless you. Onyekachi, bless you. Welcome. Wene, bless you. Bless
My sister
you.
Wene is on.
Yeah. Nice to have you on this platform. And,
hello, sis.
We just hope that everyone's going to really enjoy this, and it's really going to be wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, so
we are going to try and keep it brief tonight.
We're going to try and keep it brief as well.
The idea is not to go over half an hour, so get people, share the video, let them know we're on now so that everyone can join in.
That's right.
And so we can get started with this.
Yeah,
okay, we're shooting off.
Definitely.
We are shooting off.
So we are shooting off now. So tonight we're talking about 5 reasons married couples, note what I said, married couples, not just a dating couple, but married couples.
That's right.
Should have sex regularly. So we are talking about sex. This is beautiful. And, it's so good because sex is a very key issue in marriages.
Yes.
And we know sex is a pleasurable thing designed by God.
Oh, yes.
Within the parameters, only to be enjoyed within the parameters of marriage.
True.
And so, it is key, it is important. It keeps the oil of your marriage going. And it's so important that we understand how the dynamics of sex and how important it is in a marriage situation.
Yes.
Good. So, Hon, how would you like to welcome those joining us once again before I actually go into the start of this?
Oh, just to say that it's been 3 days of the 7 days challenge, and we just want to give glory to God.
Yeah.
And we want to ask you to keep praying for us. It's not easy to come on live every day. We need your prayers, guys.
Yeah.
For God to give us inspiration, and also for the videos to be a blessing to couples, to change marriages, to lift marriages, and to enable people, love the people they love, the spouses they love, without limitations.
That's
and
right.
Yes, welcome everyone. Almost joined, Anna Kel, Lulu, Andy,
Abigam, Elizabeth.
Lizzie from Southampton, Maureen. Hello,
guys.
everybody.
Bless you, everyone.
Okay, so listen, most couples face the frustration of having one spouse with a consistently stronger sex drive than the other, which often leads to
some levels of frustration in the marriage. Yeah.
How often should a married couple have sex? So now, guys, type this in your comment boxes, okay? So in your opinion, how often should a married couple have sex? You could, give it a day, once a week, twice, 3 times, once a month. Just give us your comments and we'll come back to that. Put your comments down.
Someone is actually asking here, is saying, Doris, what is your husband's name? Well, my name is Ishola. Adekunle Aino Jones.
Oh,
so
hi.
My name is Ishola. God bless you.
Hi, Kule. Thank you for joining.
I'm Doris' husband. Thank you for joining. Well, just before we start to discuss this, I want to just take us, first of all, into Scripture. To let us, I want to lay this foundation based on a scriptural platform, which actually encourages that married couples should have sex as often as they can, more often than not. Sex is important. And I'm going to be taking, Pastor Olu, welcome. Thanks for joining tonight. I want to take this reading from the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verses 3 to 5. This is actually Paul speaking here. He's saying here, he says, the husband should fulfill his wife's sexual needs, and the wife should fulfill her husband's sexual needs. The wife gives authority over her body to her husband, and the husband gives authority over his body to his wife. Do not deprive each other of sexual relations unless you both agree to refrain from sexual intimacy for a limited time so you can give yourselves more completely to prayer. Afterward, you should come together again so that Satan won't be able to tempt you because of your lack of self-control. See, this is Paul saying this here, that married couples should have sex as many times as possible. That the only times that you separate yourself from this is when you're giving yourselves more to prayer for a period of time, or to fasting for a period of time, and then afterwards you should shortly then come back together so that you are not tempted. Okay, this is so important. So this is the basis on which we're going to be discussing this tonight. And one of the things that we have found in marriage is that more often than not, you find that one partner may have a higher sex drive than the other partner. And so sometimes when the one that has the higher sex drive is not fulfilled, what then happens is that he or she gets frustrated. And the one who has a lower sex drive
also gets frustrated
because it's like it's too much.
They can't handle it.
They can't handle it.
I remember us trying. Lisa Young, Ed Young, and Lisa Young have this thing called Sexperiment, which we tried, didn't we?
Yes, we did try.
And
that.
I was frustrated because Sexperiment is about 7 days of sex. And I don't know if anyone's heard about Sexperiment. You can Google that or YouTube it and get it's really, really good. But I mean, Ed Young and Lisa Young did it, and they encouraged their church and couples in their church, married couples to try this to build intimacy. We tried it, and I was literally I couldn't do it. It was too much. It was too much. So yes. So and also you find that it's rare for two people to be in the mood at the same time. At the same
time, it's not always possible.
It's not, which is why I feel that the Bible is actually pointing out the fact that it is not about whether you feel like it or not.
Or not at the time.
At the time. It's about selflessness.
Yeah, it's about selflessness.
Sacrifice.
And meeting your partner's needs.
And meeting your spouse's
when
needs.
They're actually in the mood.
That's right.
And come to think of it, even if you're not in the mood, hey, sex is pleasurable. You still enjoy it anyway. Yeah. Even if you're not really in the mood.
Yeah. How many times have I said no? Yeah. And eventually given in and enjoyed it. So yes.
It is enjoyable.
That's
it is
right.
a pleasure. And God really gave it so that married couples can really have a good time bonding. And because what sex does, one of the key things it does, it increases your intimacy level.
That's right.
And your deepness in communicating and connecting with one another.
True.
With each other, sorry.
Yes.
Which is brilliant.
I want to encourage couples to make love as often as they can. I mean, 100% is not of the time. Is not practical, obviously, because of work, because of other commitments, and but make it your goal not to deprive. I think that's what that scripture was talking about. Make it your goal not to deprive each other.
That's right.
Because as the frequency of lovemaking increases, your overall connectedness as a couple will probably potentially increase as well. Yes. So we're going to look at those 6 reasons. Or five actually, not 6.
Not 6, yeah.
5 reasons why you should actually make love regularly as a married couple.
As a married couple.
Okay.
Good. So the very first reason is that it will bring you and your spouse closer together on 3 levels.
Yes.
1, physically.
Yes.
2, emotionally.
True.
And 3, spiritually.
That's right.
Those are 3 areas that lovemaking would actually bring you closer alongside with your spouse.
Yep.
On a physical level, the
Yes.
pleasure. Emotionally, because you see, emotions go into this thing.
Yes.
Because your heart is in it. So emotions are flowing. You feel the love of your wife. The husband feels the love of his wife. The wife feels the love of her husband. And so there's that deep connection emotionally that arises as a result of that. And even on a spiritual level, you see, sex after the pleasure tends to bring some sort of joy and
Yes.
and you know, there's just a contentment that comes.
Yes, there is,
with
definitely.
it, that
Definitely.
even on a spiritual level, when you're praying, when you're connecting, you can even pray together as
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Because your hearts are bonded together as one at that point in time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we welcome a few people and
yes.
ask everyone to please share the videos so that other people, other couples can benefit from this?
That's right.
So
let's share this,
the
please.
videos.
Yes. One or two people made a comment, and we're reading it a while ago. That said, the person, one or two people said 3 or 4 times a week is important. In fact, one person said depending on the work schedule. Yes. We encourage that between married couples, 2-3 times, in 3-4 times in a week. In fact, as often as you can.
That's right.
As long as you can manage it and handle it.
If you can handle sex experiment, go for it.
Go for it.
7 days non-stop.
That's right. That's
Oh.
right. As many times as you can, and it really is important. And look at that comment there.
Says it's so nice
that
this topic is discussed. Honestly,
and using personal
it
examples
is.
too. Well done. It's total
It
bonding.
is.
It is bonding and intimacy.
And listen,
and we need to know this in church.
listen,
today.
guys,
Yeah.
make sure you are talking about sex with your spouse.
Yeah.
You've got to communicate it. Do you know why? Because to enjoy it, you need to talk about it. You have to say what you like and what you don't like.
That's right.
What you want done to you and what you don't want done to you. You've got to say it
That's
to
right.
enjoy it.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yes.
You've got to discuss what you love, what you would like to, what you would like to experiment, and how you
Explore.
deal and how you
Yes.
explore with each other to enjoy this, because God gave it for enjoy.
I know there's
for us to enjoy.
loads of
Yeah.
us are Christians, hon, and I know that some Christians don't like talking about
Yeah,
sex.
they don't.
Because it's like, ooh, that word.
It's a no-go area.
It's a no-go area.
But hey, God created.
And things are happening
Yeah.
on the ground
On the
and
ground
behind.
and behind, that's
talk
right.
about, if as a Christian man, if you're not comfortable to talk about sex with your wife, but then you find that when the enemy strikes,
Yeah.
you would rather be talking to, how some Christians, you look at some pastors' wives and we're all dressed like all covered up, Mother Teresa kind of dressing. And but meanwhile, the man has eyes and he's looking at all the girls that are dressed
smartly
and all of that. And you think your husband has eyes. You need to communicate. You have eyes as well. Let me tell you something. This is not about men, in fact. It's been proven that in a marriage lifetime, both the man and the woman has felt attracted to somebody else during the lifetime of their marriage. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
This is really important
This is really
now.
important. Yeah.
Now, what you need to make sure you're doing is talk about sex with your spouse. Talk about how you love it, how you want it, how many times you want it, how many, what you're getting from it. Encourage, affirm each other when you're doing it right. Affirm, acknowledge what's going on.
Yeah.
I tell you,
Right in
because
the act. Yeah, that's right.
your sexual fulfillment is the cement of your marriage.
Of your marriage.
Okay?
Beautiful. Yeah,
Right.
It is. So it brings you together on 3 levels: physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. Now, the second thing is that the more love making you have or you engage in with your partner, it has the potential to impact on your overall health and well-being.
Wow. Sex actually has the potential.
That's right.
To impact your
on
overall...
your overall health and well-being. A healthy sex life is a healthy life. It's a healthy lifestyle.
Within the parameters of marriage.
All right? Now, regular sex is fun.
Yes.
I have heard somebody once told us you know, somebody once told us, and with all due respect, that sex is only for procreation. It's
That's
only
right.
when you want to have children.
That's right.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Where did they get that from?
God is not a boring God. Look, listen to this. He actually created Adam and Eve naked. Come on.
Come on. now, they say sex only for procreation. So when you're not thinking of having children, there's no point in having sex. But you don't want to know what happened to that marriage eventually.
That's right.
Because when one party is deprived, there's always a tendency to go look for it elsewhere.
That's right.
And this is a Christian family. So for you to understand that, yeah, it's a very powerful thing and it's a strong key in cementing your marriage. So you are not to deprive each other of sex. And sex is not just for procreation, it is also for pleasure.
It is in the marriage.
In the marriage.
Yes.
So it's just so wonderful that, yes, it is through that we can reproduce and we can multiply. But it is also for enjoyment, for enjoyment in the marriage.
It is for enjoyment.
Austin is saying, hello, Pastor Ishola. Hello, Austin. How are you? Nice to see you on this platform again. Right. So that's the second reason. It can help. It has the potential to impact on your overall health and well-being, your sanity, your ability to be creative and to achieve. Actually, sex has a big part to play in it within the marriage. Within the marriage setting.
Yes.
All right. So sex is fun.
Sex is fun. And listen, have fun having sex.
Exactly.
Because sex is fun.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Have fun having sex.
Because sex is fun. Sex is fun.
Yes. Okay, so let's take some of the comments and we go to reason number three. Reason number three.
Yeah.
Oyekachi says, good to hear you guys talk about sex the way you're doing, pastors. There's no point spiritualizing everything, please.
Absolutely.
We cannot spiritualize this. There is no listen. Listen. When I did Bible school in Foundation Faith, Bible Institute, and we did something called Marriage and Home. And during one of the courses, the lady said, listen, God who created men, it doesn't matter who you are, call yourself bishop.
Yeah.
On the mountain, 12 hours, prayer and fasting, prayer warrior, from God who created men, okay, gave them those eyes that are visual. As women, we have eyes as well. We're not blind, but we're not as visual as men, which is why a man is moved by your appearance.
That's right.
Have you seen men who have committed adultery and things like that had affairs? You look at the woman that they have had the affairs with. Most of the time, this is not all the time, most of the time, the woman is all like dressed with cleavage and all of those things, everything showing. You look at the wife of the man, she's very modest. Dressed modest, which is fantastic, which is great.
And we're not encouraging that women married women should not be modest. But you can be modest and be attractive to your husband.
Attractive. Make sure you're attractive to your husband. Full stop. My husband I can't wear shorts. I'm a pastor, so I cannot wear shorts unless I'm at the beach. I can't wear shorts out, even in the summer. But listen, my husband loves shorts on me, so I wear them around the house. So I wear what makes him feel attracted to me. So get yourself, make yourself look attractive to your husband. You don't have to be, of course you have to be modest. So going outside, you should be modestly dressed.
Exactly.
But in your own bedroom, in your own house.
That's right.
Ladies, you better up your game. Seriously, have you heard some of the things happening everywhere? Up your game. Get yourself some fantastic lingerie.
If you don't want your man of God to...
Up your game.
True.
This is true. This is true. There's no... Listen, flesh is flesh. Flesh is flesh. So, and now we're talking Christian here. Flesh is flesh. Get yourself together. Understand what ticks your husband. Understand what ticks your wife. And enjoy. Make sure that you're having fun. having sex within, again,
Yeah.
the parameters
Yeah.
of marriage.
Yeah. Look at what Andy said. Andy said being modest is much more attractive than showing it all off for real.
Yes.
We understand that being modest,
Absolutely.
being modest and attractive.
We have to be modest.
We have to be modest, and
We-
that's what
we
that's
have
what
to
the Bible encourages.
Yeah.
But if you deprive your husband, or husband deprived, no, well, let's just, yeah, because it lies mostly with men, you know, with
But
eyes and what they say.
oh my goodness, even with ladies.
Even with ladies, yeah,
honey, what
yeah.
do I say
If-
to you?
if-
I want my husband in designer boxes. This is me.
Yeah,
Call me
it's all
pastor. It's all right. It doesn't matter if he only has 5 pairs. Okay, but they have to be designer boxers. That is attractive to me.
Yeah,
that's what that's what works for me. Okay, so guys as well, you need to present yourself
That's right.
in a way,
In a way, yeah.
that is attractive to your
right.
woman.
Yes, that's right.
Does that
That's
make
right.
sense? Good. Okay.
So that's wonderful. So modesty is key. Modesty, but be attractive to your husband.
And there's nothing modesty in your bedroom. No, modesty outside. Yes. Modesty
But
in
the
your bedroom. Sort yourself out. Okay.
Yeah. So there's some things, you know, created just for the bedroom
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
And that.
I
well,
read a
good.
post
Yeah, yeah.
about someone said, if all a man thinks a woman is for the kitchen, then they don't know what to do with her in the other room. That was so funny.
That was so funny, isn't it? Yeah, that was so funny.
If you think a woman's place is in the kitchen, then you probably don't know what to do with her in the other room.
In the other room. Well, look, Pastor Mary is here. Welcome, Pastor Mary. God bless you. Thanks for joining in. And I
Martha, welcome, Martha.
Welcome, Martha, as well. Pastor Mary said this is serious.
This is serious.
It really is serious.
It really is serious. Okay.
Right. So the third thing now is that research has shown that regular love making between married couples at least 3 to 4 times per week.
Guys,
If you
can we all
make it,
share this, please? Can we all share this, please? Yes, let's share the videos. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd
Do
be
this
great.
for us. Share this video, okay? So that other couples can be blessed.
That's right.
Because we need to hear these things. We need to hear these
Yeah,
things,
absolutely.
especially in Christian marriages.
That's right.
Okay, sexual fulfillment
Within
is
the marriage
within the
setting.
marriage setting is key, is important. We cannot underplay it. It's just important that we are meeting our sexual
other's
needs.
needs,
We
yeah.
cannot allow for sexual famine.
That's right.
We cannot allow for sexual dryness.
Absolutely.
Okay, right.
Right. So it is according to research, it has shown that, you know, regular lovemaking at least 3 to 4 times per week, if you can handle it, could actually make you more successful and profitable in your career.
Wow.
That is profound.
Wow. Yes, we can share now.
Okay.
Yes, Pastor Mary, we can share now.
It has the potential to make you more successful.
That's right.
As a man, you feel light. You feel you can take the whole world because you've just conquered in the bedroom.
Yes.
So you
That's a
feel
good
that
one.
you can take the whole world.
That's
you can,
right.
and because your wife's giving you, because when your wife meets your need for the man, it then shows that she's with you and she's backing you, and you go with that confidence, and you're able to handle things. You're able to think better. You're able to
Yes.
analyze creatively, and it just goes a long way to help you even go the extra mile. You know,
No
to
wonder.
achieve
Yeah.
that success.
That's right.
In your career.
Yes, and for us women, a good sexual life actually improves your confidence.
That's right.
Did you know that?
Because
And
you feel wanted.
because you feel
By
wanted
your
and
husband,
valued
and valued by your husband.
and desired.
Wow.
There is nothing like a woman feeling desired. They can say I love you 20 times, but you want to feel desired.
That's right.
That's
right.
what hits it for you. The fact that you feel desired. That's so important. And so that our self-esteem is improved just by having a healthy, regular, consistent sex life.
Right. Good.
Yes.
So number 4, a regular and consistent sex can actually lower levels of stress and sexual frustration in your marriage.
True.
Levels of stress
Especially for the guys.
for the guys,
Especially for the husbands.
for the man. It helps to lower levels of stress. You're coming home to a very attractive and beautiful wife who's prepared for you. If you've had some stress at work, you're coming home, and it helps once you've relaxed, had your dinner. It just helps to help take off that stress.
True. That's right. This is a nice topic. Very interested in this. Joseph Paul. Pastor Mary says it helps you to think straight as well. Awesome.
That's right.
Hi B, thank you for joining. Especially when you're stressed. Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
So it helps to take that stress away. You feel that love replaces stress, and it just helps you to calm down. And that is so key.
Yeah.
And look at Pastor Delu is saying that men need to be admired.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
That's why. Do you know that during sex, the need for a man to be admired, you can see it, because when you say, "Yep, I like it that way," then he's like, he ups his game.
That's right.
That's right. Because he loves that you love what he's doing. And that just gives him so much confidence because he feels admired. That's right.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
We want to be desired. And husbands want to be admired.
Exactly.
For their strength, for the way, for their skill.
That's right.
A man wants to be admired for his skill in lovemaking.
Wow. Beatrice is saying hello, pastors. Hello, B. God bless you. Thanks for joining. And Martha is asking a question. So what about if the other party is very tired? We do recognize that there are occasionally times when one of the parties will be extremely tired.
Exactly.
I mean, when my wife is totally extremely tired and exhausted, I know that I'm not going to enjoy it as I want to enjoy it, because I like participation. So if
Come on now, I like that. Participation. Did you hear that?
It doesn't make sense. So
yes.
I understand. So then sometimes that's where self-control also comes. So you can wait till she's rested very well, or he has rested very well.
That's right.
And at some point in the night, then you can start, or in the early hours of the morning. So
that's right.
So it is still, the person is very tired. All right. Yes.
So
it can be.
Now, hon, I was going to add that. Do you see why communication in sex?
Yeah, that's right.
Is
so
important.
That's right.
Do you see why? Because you can then communicate and say, "Hey, babe, I feel really tired." Don't just shut the person off. Don't shut your spouse off. Give him a time when you can.
Yeah.
Can we wake up a little bit earlier?
Yeah. That's
right. Later. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm not in the mood."
Yeah.
Like you're not in the mood.
Yeah. And go on.
Yeah, hon. So instead of saying I'm not in the mood, I'm very tired, what you need to say is, "Hey, babe, can we have this tomorrow?" In fact, I know some couples who have special days.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesday is the day.
Yeah.
And so they know Tuesdays are
so
day.
everybody makes sure they're not overly tired on that Tuesday.
You keep yourself.
Because that's what you're looking forward to.
You prepare yourself. You don't overtask yourself for that day. You don't overstress yourself for that day. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, one person said, what about if the other party cannot do it anymore? And you will still be in love, but the other cannot do it.
That's right. Of course.
Now, I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Maybe illness.
Is it illness, health? Or that you've done it and the person is tired and can't carry on anymore? Well, if it's that one, you can relax and then, try it again. But then if the other person is now in illness and can't really do it anymore, that is that's
the sacrifice. That's where sacrifice.
Sometimes in that
sacrifice
area,
and commitment is what will then pull you through. During that season, when there's poor health on one party, on one spouse, of course there are seasons where one of the parties might have some poor health.
That's right.
That will mean that they, or even it could be the wife, it could be the husband.
That's right.
And it means that sex might have to be put on hold
for a time,
for a season. But your love conquers this season. Remember, commitment, love, and sacrifice.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
Yes. So love conquers it all.
That's right.
And things can be restored. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome. Loads of people joining on. Can we share this video? Can we share this video for us so other couples can join in as well? Yes. You can do that right now. Just press your share button. Okay. All right.
Now, look at what one person is asking. That what if your partner prefers a consistent style?
Right. Now, mind you, tonight we're just talking about the 6 reasons you
Yeah.
need to have sex regularly.
Five reasons.
Okay, I
Not
keep
6,
saying
guys.
6 because I have one more, but you don't want me to add it. So
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. I will want.
Good, good.
But listen, guys. We've got 5 reasons. I've got one more,
Yeah.
making 6.
Yeah.
He said, no, don't put that one in. I'm like, okay, that's
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we'll come back to that if your partner prefers a consistent style, because that's why we read this scripture right at the start, that you are giving over, your body is giving over, the husband's body is given over to the wife, and the wife's body is given over to the husband.
Yes.
So at some point, to meet the needs of your other partner, there has to be some sort of exploration.
That's right.
Even if your wife or husband prefers a particular style,
Without
consistent style,
exploration, without abuse.
without abuse.
Okay.
That's right.
So you ought to
yeah.
use each other's body, but not abuse.
Not abuse each other's body.
That's
right. That's
So
right.
there has to be, it has to be to the extent where which
To which
everyone
your conscience is not violated.
your conscience is not violated.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. So you're free to explore, and maybe it might be taking your partner through to understand that this is not a valid. There has to be an understanding. You have to be patient with each
Yeah,
other to
yeah.
grow into this.
That's right.
And then you see that as you open up the more, your partner then feels more comfortable in exploring with you or experimenting with you.
Yeah.
In that area, as
Yes.
long as it's not a case of an abuse and it does not violate your conscience. Okay.
Okay, and so
right.
I mean, carrying on with this sexual intimacy, we will be talking about. There will be another series on, the different styles. Some Christians feel like, okay, it's just the missionary style. So we'll be talking about that.
We're
Don't
talking
worry.
about quite a number of-
Just tune in.
just tune
Okay,
in.
Davey,
Okay,
this is amazing.
All right. And so finally tonight, the 5th reason why married couples should make love regularly and have sex regularly is that regular and consistent sex can statistically lower the risk and temptations that can lead to adultery.
True.
I mean,
True.
if you're filled from your home, it's just like food. When you're filled with good food from your home, no other food will really would matter coming from outside. It doesn't matter how good smelling or how good that food is, because you've got good food at home. Food outside doesn't really it doesn't pull you.
You eat and you're full of.
It is when you're hungry and you're deprived of food in the house, any food outside will draw you in.
True.
And so
I love that one.
It will draw you in.
That's right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I find myself sometimes, talking about food now. Maybe I've been so hungry, maybe fasting for the day, and I've been so hungry, and the smell of any food that crosses my nostrils makes me want to just grab it, whether it is tasting nice or it's not tasting nice, because I've been deprived of food.
This is in terms of physical fast.
In terms of physical fast now, but so in relation to love, making, and sex, and that, it's like the what kind of food will I call it now? Pleasurable food.
Yes, yes.
Between husband and wife. And so when you have enough of it, when you have well prepared, really good, feel good, satisfying, fulfilling love making in your home with your beautiful wife and your handsome husband.
Yes.
Food outside doesn't really matter much to you. It reduces
it drastically.
the ability
That's
to
right.
tempt and to lead into adultery.
Yes. Which is why you need to make sure that you're both talking about
You're
this.
talking about this,
You're both talking about this. Listen, men love to talk about these
That's
things.
right. That's right.
And some men pretend. It's almost as if, I'm too spiritual to talk about this with my wife. Don't be too spiritual to talk
no
about it with your
spirituality in
wife.
this
And
stage.
then outside, you go and be discussing when you hear it from somebody that is not your wife, it's shaking your whole body.
That's right. That's right.
But you won't discuss it with your wife. You need to be discussing these things so that you are not tempted. So that you are not tempted. Listen, flesh is flesh.
That's right.
You need to guard yourself.
That's right.
Why? How? By channeling all of your thoughts and attention and your discussion, everything
right.
you want
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that makes you feel like, ooh, I'm not a super spiro bro anymore. Say them to your wife.
Yeah, that's right.
Say them to her so that you feel like you can say these things to her. So that you don't feel like you don't feel attracted to somebody else that you feel you can be saying these things to. Do you get this?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, Sarah saying good evening.
Good evening, darling
Sarah. God bless you. God bless you. Thanks for joining. Look at Andy Chula. Andy said you're making me hungry.
Oh my goodness.
Andy, you know we've got to talk, so keep that hunger for now. Just keep a lead over that hunger right now, okay? We'll talk about that later on.
You need some fasting, Andy. You need some fasting.
Now, it says sex can actually be called spiritual food. Absolutely, it is. It can be called spiritual food.
Oh yes.
In the sense of the fact that it helps your spirituality. When you're fulfilled, you're more open to hearing from God.
Oh,
you're more
yes.
open to receiving from God.
Yes.
Funny enough, it will amaze you, revelations that come just after you've made love. When you're coming here with God. I don't know about you, but that's me. That's just what we experience.
And
that's right.
I want us to talk about, like, okay, now it's good spiritual food, sex, yes.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at T.Y. Moses, loud.
Yeah, look at Andy says yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
Andy, got you there.
Now, when you look at what the statistics out there right now, yes,
it is shaking.
It is what?
It is shaking.
Shaking. We need to do something about this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Marriages, we need to take control. We need to take charge.
Yeah.
And there are practical things we can do.
That's right.
Let us stop over spiritualizing this thing. So we're all like at home, you don't want to go all wild with your own spouse.
That's right.
But then that's what is actually
Playing
in your head. That's what you want. So you want to go out there and then do it out there. And then you're falling into sin. You need to be doing this in your marriage.
In the context of your marriage.
In the context of your marriage.
That's right.
With the woman that you have married. With the man that you have married. It's not about women, about man or women. Anybody.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Absolutely.
You need to, we all need, because God has put that down in us, the sexual need. Okay, it's there. In every human being, it is there.
That's right.
And He put that desire there. God designed sex,
For
okay?
marriage.
But He designed it for marriage.
That's right.
He is the maker of it. That's why you feel the way you feel.
That's right.
Okay, it's not a sin to feel the way you feel, but direct your feeling to your spouse. Okay.
For instance, when if I see something outside that I really enjoy, that looks good, say I see someone wearing something that looks good, I go get it for my wife. I just go, because if I'm attracted to it, then it has to just be good on my wife.
Come
and I
on
go
now.
get it, and I say, you know what, wear this for me, hon. This is for me.
Yes.
All right, this is for me. And what that does is it just helps me to be more attracted and to desire my wife the more. And,
That's right.
That is just so key.
That's right. I love some of these comments.
Yeah.
TY says, love you but loads because you keep it real. Marriage is awesome. Folks,
in the way God planned.
Absolutely. Chigo said, over spiritualizing. Yes, because we over spiritualize some of these things.
That's right.
And meanwhile, the man or the woman is starving of proper stuff.
Yeah.
And we over spiritualize it.
Yeah.
So, yes, did we get those 6 points? Should we just go over it quickly?
5 points on. What?
Should I say the 6th one?
Well, no, you can keep it till some other time.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. I hope you've been blessed by this.
I hope you've been blessed by this.
We're coming on
everyone.
tomorrow to talk about communication in sex. So not general communication, but communication during sex is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow.
So keep your mind,
keep the tempo up,
settled,
okay,
for that time.
Yes,
brilliant.
Yes.
So let's just go over those 5 points very quickly, and then we'll end. And then we'll close it for tonight. The first thing is that it's going to bring you and your spouse closer together on 3 levels: physical, emotional, and spiritual. That's the first thing. Second thing, it can impact your overall health and well-being, because regular sex is fun.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The third thing.
So confidence.
That's right.
Healthy self-esteem.
That's right.
Yes.
It helps to boost it. And then the third thing is that it could actually, when you have it 3-4 times a week at least, if you can manage it with your spouse or with your husband, with your wife, it could actually make you more successful and profitable in your career. You would be amazed at the level of creativity that can spring up after a very good, satisfying and fulfilling lovemaking. No, we have to say these things, all right? You know, that helps you, you know, and that's the third thing. Is that the third? Yeah, that's the third thing. Now, the fourth thing is that it can actually help to lower levels of stress and sexual frustration in your marriage.
Yep.
All right. And then the fifth thing is that it can statistically lower the risk and temptations that can lead to adultery.
Yeah, helping you keep yourself pure.
That's right.
Helping you keep your marriage pure.
That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
So if you make sure that there's no room for dryness in your sex life, in your marriage,
that's right.
It'll help you guard your purity.
That's right.
You know, we all know that it's not simple because we have to, sexual sin is something that comes via thoughts, you see. But you know that we cannot control the thoughts. Sorry, we can't stop the thoughts. That's it. But we can control.
We can control it.
That's thoughts.
Right.
That's it. That's the way to put it.
We can steer it in the right direction. We can deal with it.
We can deal with it.
Look at what Pastor Olu says. Sex brings stability.
Wow.
Wow. It brings stability.
That's right.
Look at what TY said. I like the way she said that. If you've eaten and you're full, you won't even look at any restaurant outside. You know, you're not even interested in any restaurant because you are full.
You're full.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So husband and wives, go for it. In fact, let your experiment start from tonight.
Yes, if you can.
Let it be an opener. If you can, let it start from tonight.
That's right. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna go now.
We're gonna go now.
And tomorrow night we'll be talking about communication in sex or communication during sex.
During lovemaking.
The whole of last week we've been talking about communication in marriage. But this time tomorrow we will be talking about directly in lovemaking. Okay? How communication is very important for a fulfilling sexual life. Okay? Okay.
Right.
Fantastic.
So thank you so much for listening. This is Doris and Ishola again, coming to you on this platform, Marriage for Life.
Yes.
And trusting that, this is going to really be helpful for everyone who's married out there and who's caring to join in. And for those who maybe are single, but they're learning and reserving themselves to put these things to practice when they eventually get married.
Okay.
And so, God bless you. We pray that the Lord continue to lift your marriages up.
Don't forget to share. Please press the share button.
As well, yes.
Press your share button.
And don't forget to share and let as many couples as you know be blessed with it. So God bless you, and we'll see you again same time tomorrow night. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.